in school, some selection came for cricket. So my sir said, go, attend. I was like, no sir, I'm doing running, no. I don't want to play cricket. I don't know why I said like that.
Okay.
Then suddenly sir, Naina, you know to play, no, you bowl. I just went, I did bowling. First ball itself, I got wicket.
Okay.
They were like, okay, crazy, yaar, you have to be here, you don't go, you don't play athletic and all. Then from there, I got selected for district team. I saw many girls wearing whites and came.
Okay.
I was like, seriously, girls are playing cricket? I got to know now only. If I say like, for me that passion is there, that dream is there, I want to play.
You want to play for India.
India.
Let's put it out like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Year by year, I was having only one thing that in my mind, I have to work hard. I have to be the best to be there.
Crick Bhuka presents Stump Mic, Voices from the Pitch.
Today we have with us one of the most experienced players from the Indian women's domestic circuit, whose nearly 2 decades of cricketing journey has been defined by consistency, perseverance and leadership. And joining us today is someone who, after representing Kerala for several years, now plays for Madhya Pradesh. Welcome, Jincy George. Alright, Jincy, welcome to Crick Bhuka. I'm very excited to have you. You have played cricket for almost 2 decades and there's so much to learn from you. The first question that I have is, you started I think in 2006-07 and that was even before BCCI was officially administering women's cricket. It was the India Women's Cricket Association which was doing it at that time, right?
Yes.
So what was it like to start cricket as a woman, as a girl at that time?
Actually, honestly speaking, I started playing cricket when I was very young. My mom got me one bat. With that, I started batting. Whoever comes to my home, they used to bowl. I will say, just bowl me, I'll bat. I will go and get the ball. So I used to start playing from then on. Then, after that, what happened? We were in Delhi. We moved back to Kerala. Then I used to play in backyards with my brothers and all.
Alright.
So like that, I started playing this game. Then, if I say, seeing Sachin Tendulkar, that passion came. I was telling to my brothers, like, if women cricket is there, then I will also play one day for India. But I didn't know. Till 2006, I don't know that women's cricket is going on, that matches are happening, nothing. So I was participating for athletics.
Got it.
Once in school, some selection came for for cricket. So my sir said, go, attend. I was like, no sir, I'm doing running, no. I don't want to play cricket. I don't know why I said like that.
Okay.
Then suddenly sir, Naina, you know to play, no, you bowl. Then from there, I got selected for district team.
But you were bowling at that time?
Yeah, I started as a bowler.
Okay.
So then from there, they said like I have to go for the selection camp for the district team.
Right.
They said like only for one day. One day just have to go there. Just do what you know, you just do. I just went, I did bowling. First ball itself, I got wicket.
Okay.
They were like, okay, crazy, yaar, you have to be here, you don't go, you don't play athletic and all. Just come for cricket.
This was Kerala district?
Yeah,
right?
Kerala, Kollam district.
Yes, okay.
Then they made me convinced, better than athletics, you have future in cricket. Then I played my under 19 district first time. I went to Calicut in Kerala. I saw many girls wearing whites and came.
Okay.
I was like, seriously, girls are playing cricket? I got to know now only. From there, from my team itself, one Chechi got selected for a state level. Then
Okay.
I understand, okay, next step by step,
There is
that
a step.
selection
Yeah.
going on. Then I came back to my school, I was studying and I started, okay, I told my coach like, I have to practice cricket. Then sir said, okay, we will start. Then they were like, let's see, give us some time that we will start practicing in school. But meanwhile, I got call from Kerala Cricket
State.
Association. Yeah.
Nice. And that
The-
was basically the district performance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Based on the district, under 16 state, I got selected.
Nice.
So this is where I started my career. But I will say that seeing Sachin Tendulkar, playing with my brother and pure passion towards the game, made me come into this sport.
Got it. Great. And it was so difficult back then. I can just imagine you not able to understand the levels, how the progress happens. You doing it one by one, figuring out that girls are also playing. There are other ways to, like, get into the team. There is a, like, specific structure, district, state, right? It was not easy for you to understand before because there was no news media, there was nothing talking about it as such.
Yeah, exactly. Because that time, one Shabina ma'am was there from Trivandrum. She was the one who introduced cricket to all of us, and she is former cricketer. She was making us stay in her home, and plenty of girls were there. She was giving food to all of us,
Wow.
and then we were attending the state camp. We are staying in her home.
All right.
There we don't have shoes. We used to share. Where we don't have kit bags, no pads, nothing. I still remember that we are playing state match with like, if one batter comes out, then we will be taking the pad. Then we will change the pad. Then we will run immediately inside the ground and come back. Like that it was.
Got it.
So from there, I came here. I like it is like year by year, things were changing.
Got it. Nice. So after that, I want to just quickly jump to the fact that you started like that and now you've almost played like 20 years of cricket, right? How did that longevity thing sort of happen? Like, did you feel that you'd play for so long when you started, or you're like, no, step by step you figured that this is what you need to do to play long, this is what, it means to be in the game for 20 years? What did you do, like specific, let's say, strength and conditioning wise, mental stability wise, and other things that you would want to share?
If I say like, for me, that passion is there, that dream is that I want to play. I don't know when I'm going to play, but I want to play. So once if I play also, I'll be very happy. I want to play that.
You want to play for India.
India.
Let's put it out like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So I didn't have any plan that I have to play for 20 years or I have to play for so many years. It was not a pre-planned.
Got it.
Year by year, I was having only one thing that in my mind, I have to work hard. I have to be the best to be there.
Got it.
So that made me come through this, I think so.
Got it.
And I have seen many people, those who are very talented, leaving the cricket because they didn't achieve the game goal, okay? Their dream.
Right.
So I thought, okay, leaving the dream much better than trying and try, I will get it one day.
Okay, so Jinsi, it's important for you to also, rather it's important for us to understand how did the journey go with the fact that we know that a lot of players need to do side hustles, jobs to sort of continue, and you have played for almost 20 years. How was that for you, the financial support or the struggle, or how did you manage all of that?
Actually, starting, I used to depend on fully like from family. I used to ask mom, like papa or mummy,
Right.
for all the things. Then later, once I started playing, they used to give that. We didn't have that much money from the matches and all.
Right.
But still, I used to save and I used to use for the cricket things.
Right.
But later, I left home to play much better than what I was doing
Right.
for better practice.
Right.
So that time, I literally speaking, I don't know. I came out because I want to play.
Got it.
Then I started doing like, recently I started doing, here also I'm doing coaching
Right.
part day.
Got it.
But if I say like, God help me.
God helped.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have been blessed in a way so that you could continue this journey without having a lot of financial.
I will not say that I didn't have any financial problems, but I could manage.
You could manage.
Matlab, someone or others used to come and help me. And when from, like, I was starting when I went to Ranipet, one coach was there. He was helping me. Then from there, I moved to Chennai.
Right.
That South Zone Cricket Academy, that owner Rajiv Chetan, he was providing all the bats. Like recently, now also he is like, I said like, Cheta season is going to start. I want one good bat.
Okay.
He is like, within 2 days he arranged bat and it is going to come tomorrow.
Nice.
Like that, some good people are around me always to
So you have attracted some good people is also what I can say. Right?
Yes.
You've attracted good people
in
who
a
are
good way.
in a good way that are like ready to help you out. And I think for all domestic cricketers, that help and support is needed in some way or the other, right? Where people around who are passionate about cricket come and help, whether it's the coach, whether it's, town or a club, right? Yeah, great. Okay, so you also, as I said, you started playing in an era where women's cricket was not really that famous. It's not even famous right now, to be honest, that much. Right?
Yeah.
But it has changed a lot.
A
It
lot,
has
a lot.
changed a lot. So what have you sort of witnessed yourself? The change. How is the change? How big is it? What is happening right now? Do you think if you would have started now, things would have been different?
Yeah, I feel that, but I will not feel bad for that, because I have seen that era, like where nothing was there, and before that Mithaliti used to play. So if I am feeling like bad for that, then what about Mithaliti and all?
Right.
So then I was like, now what is that advantage is like parents are more involved.
Got it.
Parents are giving support for the girls. They are ready to make the girls play. Academies are also like much better, that they are promoting women's cricket.
Right.
And if I say game wise also, it improved drastically, and everything changed actually. One thing I will say, what doesn't change, it is like job opportunity
Okay.
for the women's cricket.
Okay.
Other than that, game, intensity, fitness, everyone taking it very seriously now.
Got it.
So like we can choose this sport as a profession now.
All right. When you say job opportunity, what do you mean by job opportunity for women's cricket?
Only one opportunity is there, only railways now.
Okay.
Like they can provide like for bank also, like men's also having different opportunities, right? So for girls, women's only have railways.
Okay.
If those who are not getting railway, then
They don't have a job. Right. So maybe the government or public service companies can provide some more support to
Yeah.
women's cricket, because if they are supporting, then people will have more confidence to take up cricket and also have a backup plan in case it doesn't work out. That's great. Okay. In terms of your, let's say now, let's come a little bit to your cricket style, batting. You said Sachin Tendulkar was a very big inspiration for you as you were growing up. Like for a lot of us, he was, right? How did you model your cricket? Because you were a woman growing up, seeing a lot of men, right? As you said, Sachin. Then you'd be seeing a lot of boys playing. How has that impacted your cricket, or it hasn't impacted? You have your own style. And what is your style of play?
I'll say that I'm a class batter.
You're a class batter.
Yeah, I'll class batter, and I can play according to the situation. I can be an anchor
Okay.
for the team. I used
Okay.
to do that from many years.
Okay.
So that I can say. And coming to my batting, seeing Sachin, obviously that inspiration there. And I'm also like, moreover, I'm playing along the ground
Right.
like that. But now things change,
Okay.
because game also changed.
Game
Game
will also
demands
more T20
more
style.
T20 style. So I also changed.
And your scores also reflect it, right? Like recently, your centuries, I think, with Manipur, Tripura, where I have played state cricket from, you have decimated the team. I think you scored like 100 off with like 170, 80 strike rate. So I saw, so that has been a very conscious shift from being an anchor to now playing a little more hard hitting style.
It's not like that. I'm over the period, I'm improving my improvised key shots. That's it. Before, I used to depend on some certain shots only. Now I started exploring other
What are
shots.
those shots that have now come into your
Now I started lofting,
playing in the air?
playing in the air, step out I started.
Okay.
So like that. But moreover, I back my game only,
Okay.
because it is easy for me
Okay.
to get
So
the,
are you you are like, okay, if I can hit more boundaries and get runs, it's still equivalent to having a good strike rate.
Yes.
Like you don't have to hit sixes all the
sixes,
time.
yeah.
But you have like a lot of new age players. So I was interviewing this girl called Akashbi last week, and she's like 15, 16-year-old. She's needed. They play very different kind of cricket. So they
Yes.
have like reverse sweep, reverse lap, all different kind of shots.
That because of the next generation same, because see, when we started playing cricket, we were like, they were more on basics.
Right.
You can't come out from that basics. If you play in the air, then
There is holding. Yeah.
But now in this time that everyone will go for hitting only. When we started playing first defense, now it is like they will start hitting six.
Start hitting sixes.
So
like-
that difference is there.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know I can feel it because I have played this game growing up. I've never played, like I played till under 17, and I understand that mindset because we just started with defense. How good your defense is, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Because in test, that is what sort of matters. But now it doesn't matter. What matters is, can you hit a 6? Can you hit 20 runs out of 1 over, right?
That is matter now. Actually, score is matter now.
Do you feel there is a little bit of pressure on you because you have grown up as an anchor and now the demand is like, if Jinsy is playing at 110 strike rate, Jinsy is not the right player to play right now in the middle.
No, actually, whenever I'm thinking in that way, that things are not going in my way. So I was thinking like, no, I have to stick to my game because where I will get runs.
Got it.
If I'm playing my game, I used to get runs. That no matter what is the target, I have to achieve that. I
Got
will
it.
achieve that also. With my game, I can achieve because I have all the shots.
You have all the shots. So you are just making sure that your mindset is a little different. You're playing a little bit in the air. You're making sure that you're backing your game and still getting the runs, which we can see right now. That is nothing. All right. Jinsy, so you were playing for India A at one time. You played India C as well. What was your experience playing? This is very close to India, right? You are at the top tier of, women's cricket in India. How was the experience? How did you perform there? What was takeaway from playing at the highest level?
When I started playing, I don't know that I saw that when I went to play district, then I saw like, okay, here I have to work so hard.
Yeah.
State I have. When I went to play India A, what I felt, what I was playing, that was not a cricket. I honestly, I felt like
Okay.
I have to work so hard.
Okay.
I have to compete with good cricketers. So like that was there in my mind. Ki I have to work so hard and work on my fitness and experience. If I say, I enjoyed more there. No pressure, nothing. Just have full experience.
So this is the SCVC.
I felt like that.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I felt-
Why did you feel it? Was it the coach management giving you confidence? Was
yeah,
it different type of?
I feel like I'm lucky that wherever I go, I am getting that privilege. I will not say privilege. They used to be very kind and very supportive.
Got it. But do you feel that management and coaching staffs are very different at that level versus what you get, let's say, at district or state?
Yeah.
The mindset wise.
Mindset wise, it's different, and planning wise also it is very different. And they're like, we just have to go and express ourselves. We have to play our game, our own game. They are not going to tell us like you have to play like this.
There's no micromanagement as
Yeah.
such.
So like we can play our own game. What I felt. So India A was like, I literally speaking, I don't know. I thought, okay, I will not get chance. Maybe one or two.
In the top 11.
I was like, okay, I will get chance. Maybe last 2 matches or something. First match itself, I got chance. Then I
At
was,
what position were you playing?
first match I played 7 down actually.
Okay.
Second match I played 2 down.
Okay.
No, 1 down I played.
But you were taken as a top order batter.
Yeah,
There.
yeah, because I was scoring in domestic. For T20 also that 100 I scored. Then I was almost top 10 leading run getter. So I thought like they will make me play opening first.
Okay.
Then later, but I'm very happy that I got 1 down there and I performed there also. I scored 44 against Thailand. So it is like it's gave me confidence that yes, I can do.
Right. And who are the players that you played with? Any known players?
Priya Punya,
Okay.
Harlin Diol.
They were in the India A
Yeah,
setup.
India A side.
Okay. Great. And how was the experience playing with these people, Harleen and Priya? How are they?
Very chill there.
Okay.
Everyone minding their own business and playing like very freely they are playing. So that I understand that why we have to take the game so serious.
So seriously, why do you have to feel bad every time you get
Yeah.
out on a duck? Right.
Be chill like that. Be yourself. So that one thing I learned from there.
Has that helped you a lot then over the time that it's not about getting so much anxiety about the games all the time?
Yeah. Because if many years if I want to play, then that mindset should be there.
Right.
Taking so serious, then I don't think so that I can play for long. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mindset is like just be in a moment, enjoy that moment and express yourself. That's
And so when you went to India A, you played India B, India C as well. You have gone through Kerala State, right? That was your state, that was your association that has made the support, the benchmark, the base from which you have grown to go to India levels, right? How have they helped? How was the state in terms of support, in terms of players, in terms of culture of cricket? How is Kerala overall as a state?
Kerala always, it's like my first home.
Okay.
And leaving Kerala and going to other state, it was very difficult decision. But I have to choose myself. That situation came.
Right.
But I will say I'm very grateful to Kerala Cricket Association because today what I am, all because of them. Because they have given that base and support. They always been there for my journey.
Hmm.
And yes, there were some, what to say, some situations,
Yeah.
some scenarios which hurt me badly and
Okay.
which I felt like it will not help me to grow higher.
Got it. Was it about selection? Was it about batting position? What kind of scenarios are these?
Batting position, I will not say because they used to give me opening or one dot.
Okay.
I can say that higher level selections
Got it.
because that age, there that came that
Got it.
because of age, they started seeing for
Younger.
younger player. So, anyways, I want to play India.
Got it.
I decided like wherever I go, I can play cricket.
Yes.
So I decided, okay, now I just want to go and explore myself.
Right.
Let's try other state.
And that is sort of being evident in your scores also now. I can see that you are much more open, much more like your performance is speaking a lot more at this stage of your career. Your performance is speaking right now, right,
Yeah.
with MPCA in the last few years that you have played. So how did you take that call of moving to MPCA specifically? Was it that there was someone that you knew, or was it they called you, or how did that sort of happen?
Actually, I went to play a tournament in Pondicherry. That through my coach. So he said, you go and play Pondicherry. We'll see. Normally, if we are playing in Kerala, they won't allow and go and play some tournaments and all.
Got it.
But I went and played there. So I met there some players. So they got to know that I'm going to leave Kerala. So Poonam Kemnar, she spoke to me, why you are leaving Kerala and all, you can be Kerala. I said, "Nahi, just for a change, I just want to change. I want to play some other state.
Yeah.
If possible, you just try for me." Within 2 days, she tried MP where she was playing. Now she's playing for Baroda. So she tried, she spoke to Shweta Mishra. Then Shweta Di called me and she said, only for 2 days you just come. Chandu sir want to see you like that.
Okay.
So I don't know that Chandrakant Pandit sir is Chandu sir.
Okay. Okay.
We
You
used to,
didn't know the
I
name.
didn't know.
Okay.
We call him Pandit sir.
Okay.
So because he was
So she was saying the ulta name.
Chandu sir. Because in Kerala he known as like Pandit sir. So then I went to MP. It was all of a sudden happened. Like I got a call. I just left to MP. I went there. Chandu sir was there. He was like he know me already. Then I didn't have to
So you went there for a
select
trial
Trial.
of sorts. Okay. Okay.
So I honestly speaking, I just played some 10 balls there.
Okay.
He asked why you want to leave Kerala. That's it.
Okay.
Then are you ready to play for MP? I said yes. He showed me that faith. He showed me that believe in me.
Yeah.
And Shweta Di also showed. And they both backed me so much. So that's why that result came. And Chandu sir is like always that MBC always have one call that we have to lift the cup.
Which you guys did.
Which we did. So because they before itself under 19 they lift the cup. So only senior was left.
Okay.
So then we decided that we have to lift this and
And you had a
Fine.
huge contribution to that lifting, right? Very nice. And in women's, how usual it is for people to play from other states? Because in men's, though, we know that it happens. Like, people are playing all over the states. They don't have commitments as such to their own states. They're playing wherever they get a better chance. Or like, you see people who are playing in, like from my state, Tripura, you'll be having a lot of 4 or 5 players from outside the states. And then it's across, right? In men's, it generally happens. But in women's, how Is it a new thing still, or is it like still looked down upon that okay, you are leaving your state and playing for other?
No, actually, certain states not taking any guest players,
Okay.
but there is a quota for every state.
every
Like
state.
3 players can play for
Right.
as a guest. So I think now everyone is trying for this thing.
Okay.
Before though I didn't know that. Now every state, I think almost every state has, they are taking for the betterment of the team.
Got it. So if which is the like most like fire women cricket team state right now? Seniors.
That how?
No, I'm just asking. It's a subjective question, but what do you think? Because that state will have a lot of players who are also trying to look out and play from other states because they may not get chance in that state because it's already talent is like
No,
full.
like that. If you see that many domestic cricketers are there that still they are not getting chances
Okay.
in their own states.
Got it.
So every states are fighting for these things.
Okay.
I feel like
But which is the most fire team?
fire team, our team. Madhya
That's
Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh. Oh, wow.
But
Okay. No prizes for guessing. Madhya Pradesh is the state. Okay, great. So now that you have moved, when you moved, you said MPCA sort of took a trial. Chandu sir was there, Chandrakan sir was there. You went, did the trial. Then is there a paperwork that happens also? That this transfer happens? Is there
yeah,
some sort of
we have
paperwork
to give the NOC and all
from the state?
from state
Kerala has to give?
Kerala to
MPCA.
MPCA.
And there is nothing like that you have to stay in that state for
No,
some time.
No,
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Okay. So they don't make it difficult to move, is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
They don't make it difficult. You just have to get the NOC from the state and that's it.
That's it.
All right. And once you moved to MPCA, what did you see difference? Like culture of cricket mainly.
Culture of cricket is entirely different, and I'll say that young talents, like those who can play for India,
Are
and
there?
are there, and I feel like I'm competing with youngsters.
Right.
So it is like it is pushing me, it is driving me towards my goal.
Got it. All right. So we discussed that there is a lot of support that needs to be given to domestic players, especially, people who are wanting to play for the long term. They want or they need support from different people, whether it's clubs, state, cricket associations, or anyone who wants to come forward and support. You said that Axie Cricket Club has supported you a lot in the last few years. Do you want to speak what they do and how did that help overall?
Actually, I'm very grateful to Axie because when I was going through my rough patch, they extended their hand to help me, and they provided me all the gears, all the stuffs which make me comfort to play higher level or to score big runs. So then after that, last year I took it here, and here they are providing me everything, ground, nets, all IT they are giving, and with a good coach.
Right.
So that these facilities, which is going to help me to score more runs, I believe. And I'm very, very thankful to XI,
Okay.
Ranjitatan and Riyaz Bhai that I have seen them that helping all the players actually. Not only me, many players, many cricketers they are helping.
All right.
So
So you said that they also sent you a bat when you need it. So they are very supportive when it comes to helping you in terms of specific gear as well. You said helmet
yeah,
also is
because
customized.
for me, my hands, my head, everything very small. So
Right.
they used to literally measure my size, and they will give me helmets, pads, and all, and that too lightweight bats also. They will everything they will specialize and give. They were taking measurement for you. It is very difficult task. For others and all, it is easy. Youth boys that
Right.
they can give.
Right.
For me, it is specified. They are giving everything.
Unfortunately, women don't have sizes because the sizes also are named after men. So it's youth or boys piece is for smaller, youth is for little bigger size, right?
Then men's.
Than men's. So I think it's high time that we have brands manufacturing women's size kits. Right? That should be a good hit. So if any brands are here, it's a good opportunity for you. Great. So now you have a good facility. You are performing well as well. You are peaking right now. you already have mentioned that your dream is single-minded to play for India, right? What about WPL? Do you think that's something that you also want to consider? Is it something that you are planning for, training for, looking out for?
Definitely, I want to play for WPL. India is there. That is my ultimate goal. WPL also, I want to play. It depends on my performance, how I am going to. I have to score with the strike rate of 120 plus. Then it is going to come to it. And I feel so. I'm working on my fitness, working on my mental aspects and all. And like as I said, that I got this ground, this facilities, which is helping me to gain more fitness actually.
Right,
Physically also, then mentally I have metros
right.
to help me. So all over it is, this facilities is helping, and I think I will deliver my best.
Great. And in WPL, who do you think you want to play for? Is there a team in MP? I think you played for this Gharial team. I'm
Yeah,
forgetting
yeah.
the name. Champal Gharial. So very, very unique name. Champal Gharial. She's a I think you guys won
Yeah.
the lift. So she's lifting the cups, by the way, everywhere she's going right now. You see. So in WPL, which is a team that you feel fits your kind of culture, the kind of game that you want to play?
Anywhere,
So anywhere is understood, but like a team that you are like, this is something that I like. I love that team, the way they
if
play.
you say like WPL or IPL, I like Mumbai Indians.
Okay.
So I
And what do you
always
say RCB?
yeah, RCB. Obviously, you're from back.
Yeah. So
No, I love Mumbai Indians. For women's cricket, I like RCB also.
okay. But Mumbai, why do you like specifically? Is there a culture or the type of cricket they play? You are like
Mumbai, ऐसे
ऐसे
ऐसे.
right. And now, so let's say you are at that phase where you have, let's say, another few years, right? Realistically speaking, to make it, you are right there. It's just about that last step
Yeah.
to be taken, right? Do you feel that till now that you have come here, has there been times where you felt like, age has become a problem, or people are not prioritizing performance and other things, which could be political, which could be diplomatic, that you have faced so far that will help others listening to this, and how to navigate it? Because politics will be there everywhere. It is just how it is. But how do you navigate it as a cricketer?
I will say that, see, we can control only what we can control. Those things are uncontrollable things.
Right.
So for me, I can control about my performance or my fitness,
Right.
work on that, and if it meant to be, it will happen. Okay. So I don't go for this thing.
Got it.
Things.
And you can also, of course, you also have the independence to now change your states and change your teams depending on where you feel that you fit better, etc., which you also have done over time. So that's also there. Great.
I feel like until you have fitness, you can play cricket.
Till the time you have fitness.
Yeah.
Right. And do you think that there's a role model in your head who's like,
Yes.
yeah,
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli. So he's like what, 36, 37? Virat Kohli fan, tell me. 37. 37. So he's 37 and he's like prime fit,
Yeah.
like fitter than the younger people.
Yeah, he kept that benchmark for everyone. No, he's a role model for everyone. That fitness is something which help you to score or
Perform better.
perform better and be without injuries like that.
I think that's great because I feel that in women's cricket, fitness is still something that is neglected to an extent because that culture wasn't there. Like, you could just play cricket just by being a good cricketer. You didn't have to be a fit cricketer. You just had to be a good cricketer, right?
Cricket.
But now I think with WPL, with people from Australia, England coming into the picture, even Indian women's cricketer have to like up the game.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you are pushing that as well, that, I have to be fit because for you, that's a necessity.
Yeah.
That if I am fit, I can show that I can beat another person who's, let's say, 20 years old or so, right? Great. Jinsi, you have played for long, you know that by now. But if you had to go back and change some things, few things, 2 things, 3 things that you could change in your cricketing career, what would that be?
One is better facilities,
Better facilities,
then bats.
bats. The bats were very bad back then,
Yeah.
or you did
Now
not
that
get.
now what we are getting, that is better quality.
Okay. So do you think that has changed because over time the bats have changed, or you did not have access to good bats at that time? What do you think is
Both
the
I can say.
both?
But facilities wise, I will
Facilities
say,
wise.
like we say when I started playing that time, fitness ka the gym,
Right.
that availability was very less,
Right.
and our ground facilities was very less. That we will get that lush ground and all.
Right.
But now, if you see, I'm getting this 2 ground. I can run. I
Right.
can do fielding. I
Right.
can do gym. Everything.
Right.
So facilities.
How so? Okay, is there anything else? So facilities is very clear. Bats are like part of equipments which could have been better. What is there anything else that you would want to change? No.
No.
Rest is
Rest
great.
is
You are very
grateful.
happy with what you have.
Yeah.
Grateful. That's a great place to be. I feel. What does your day in a life looks like when you wake up in the morning? Your usual day. How does it go?
Usual day.
Usual day.
I'll get up, do meditation.
What time is that? Get up.
Get
Are you
up
an early riser or
early.
you're an early? How early are you?
It depends on my meditation.
Okay.
So maybe 5.
5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I have to do meditation.
This guy's sleeping at 5 o'clock. Okay.
So meditation. Then I'll come for fitness.
Okay.
Then we'll have breakfast. We'll go for batting.
So when you say fitness, what do you do in fitness?
If it is alternate days, maybe strength, maybe running,
Okay.
or running between the wickets.
Okay.
So like that. Program is there. I have trainer.
You have a trainer.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
from Kerala.
Okay.
His name Sandy.
That is online.
Not no, online.
He comes here.
No. He will send the program.
He'll send the program.
Yeah. He will do assessment.
Okay.
I'll go there. Then he will do assessment. Then he will send all the program.
Nice.
I have to follow and I have to send him everything,
Got it.
details. So that then coach also there.
How do you
sir.
track all of this? Is there some sort of tracking mechanism?
That timing, sir will be checking the
Okay.
timing and all running. Then gym, if you are seeing that weight, how much I'm lifting, that progression is.
Nowadays,
coming
people wear this band,
and whoop and all.
the Whoop.
Yeah, I'm also going to get.
Okay. I think that is what everyone is using now.
That is for recovery and stress management. There, everyone checking. Then now I started doing coaching also as a part time. Here.
Here.
Yeah, academy.
Will you coach us? Will you coach this guy?
Yeah,
How do you pick your students?
nothing. They should have interest.
Interest in cricket.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
Yes.
Okay. Great. And then so after strength conditioning, you play like nets.
Yeah, I will do some throwdowns or something or other will be planning, sir. Like
Okay.
he will be planning nets sometime or else throwdowns specified. He will be
Okay.
working on like that. Okay. Then evening I'll go to. We have one more academy.
So that is till what time?
This 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Then you will have lunch.
We'll have lunch.
Okay.
Then I'll take a nap.
Nap.
Yeah.
Tired.
Tired.
Full tired body nap.
Then 3:30 I'll go to other academy.
Okay.
We have one more academy, Axier and
Where is that? It's close.
Carmela. Okay. So we will go there. I will have coaching there
That is evening time.
evening time. Then after 6:15 again I can bat there
Okay.
if
Under lights.
under lights.
Okay.
Then I'll come back. Day end, have dinner. That's it.
That's it. That's
Do
it.
prayer
That's-
and sleep.
That's your everyday.
every day.
Guys, look at how hard she's working every day. Please try and work hard as well, all of you guys. Look at how hard a India A player is working. Great, that's great to hear. Anything else, Jinsi, you want to say to us before we end this very interesting conversation that I've had with you?
Thank you so much taking my interview. It's very pleasure and very grateful. And I'm thankful to everyone, those who were there for me and those who are there for me still, supporting, being my backbone. I'm very grateful to all.
All right, great. That's the end of Walk the Talk with Jinsi George. We will now mic her up and we'll see how much she can score in 6 balls.